Again, Huskers Illustrated Radio presented by the Nebraska Lottery, continuing our tour of Michigan State. This guy's an amazing quarterback. 3-year captain, senior years here. Kirk Cousins with us on the program. Kirk, you're one of those guys that college football fans love watching, but also feel like you've been at school 10 years. How about your career at Michigan State? You're heading into a senior year. Man, you put together an 11-win season last year with great numbers, and I know you'll give credit to your teammates. But, man, how about the progress and the trend that Michigan State's on? Amazing.
Well, it was an exciting year last year and one that we hope to build on with the upcoming season. We're excited about another opportunity to showcase Michigan State to the country and to the Big Ten. And by adding Nebraska to the mix, it makes it that much more challenging. But it adds to an already special conference. And I think we have to play Nebraska on the road. So that's going to be even more special to go there and challenge them in their place. So I grew up someone around college football and enjoyed watching it. And Nebraska was always on TV with all the success they had when I was a kid. So to be able to go play in their home stadium is going to be an exciting treat for me.
Well, Kirk Cousins with us here, and Nebraska is on the radar, and Michigan State. Most people feel the team that Nebraska has to get by to play for the conference championship. Iowa also, no snoozer. They're a darn good football team, and that's something Nebraska's not used to. I mean, they're used to really good teams like an Oklahoma or a Texas or an Oklahoma State or an A&M, in the conference. But you've had some teams in the Big 12 that aren't as strong in some years. I'm putting it very nicely. Big Ten, you don't get that. You really don't get that because each week someone can bite you.
Absolutely.
And with that said, one thing that Nebraska's been strong about is really causing headaches for great quarterbacks. Bo Pelini's known for that. Talk about the defense that Bo brings and how you maybe overcome that, because he's kind of a quarterback killer.
He sure is. From every time I turn on Nebraska these past few years and watch him, it seems like other quarterbacks getting eaten up by their defense. And I know he does a great job, and he's a mastermind when it comes to designing defenses. So it provides a great challenge for me and for our offense, and one that is going to take a lot of preparation and a lot of work on the front end to make sure we get the result we want when we go there. But I haven't done a whole lot of studying yet on Nebraska. I've talked to some quarterbacks from the Big 12 who have played them to try to get an idea of what they do and what maybe will work against them. But there's no doubt they have a ton of talent, and it's going to be a great challenge to see where we are as an offense and where I am as a quarterback come that day.
Where do you think you've grown the most? Just from coming in as a freshman, 3-year captain. I mean, your numbers are amazing, but it wasn't always like that. I mean, you've been a work in progress. Where have you gotten better? What are you most proud of, I guess?
Well, there's been a tremendous amount of growth. When you're talking about being in college for 5 years, you learn so much about yourself, and the transformation from being an 18-year-old to being a 23-year-old when you leave, there's just a lot of maturing that takes place. But I think my understanding of the game of football and my knowledge in between my ears is where I've grown the most. While you do put on some weight in the weight room and your arm gets a little bit stronger and you get a little more confident as you're there longer, I think the biggest growth has been my understanding of the game of football and my ability to really draw up plays and understand X's and O's and know where defenses are going to be. And I think that's going to be a new challenge playing Nebraska and their defense and all of the puzzle pieces that they throw at you to try to sort that out and figure everything out. But that'll be a challenge that I'm looking forward to and continuing to grow in that area of the mental side of the game.
All right, I'm going to ask the Michigan question. What's the rivalry mean between Michigan and Michigan State?
It's special. They were trying to ask me earlier about the top games that we'll play this year, and I said it's hard to differentiate, but one game that will always stand out is the Michigan game, and they come to Spartan Stadium this year, so it'll be exciting to have them play us at home. But it's another great challenge and one that we'll have to be ready for, and I know Michigan is not content with the way things have happened the past few years against us, so they're going to become loaded for bear, and we have to be ready to go.
Yeah, you've kind of had their number, and I'm sure it's been fun, right?
I'm always looking forward to play Michigan and hopefully an opportunity to beat them, but I know they're looking forward to the same thing. But I grew up in Michigan and have a lot of friends who are Michigan fans, and when you have that kind of a situation in your hometown, it's that much sweeter when you beat them.
So why Michigan State over Michigan?
Well, Michigan didn't want me is the best way to describe it. I wasn't a big recruit coming out of high school, only had a couple offers before Michigan State offered me, and the Spartans ended up being my only Big Ten offer. So as a result, that was an easy decision for me to play in the Big Ten, but to go to the one school that wanted me. And I guess my goal when I've played has been to then prove every other Big Ten school wrong on passing me up.
Coach D'Antonio stopped by earlier. What's a couple of things that you love about the guy? I mean, he's well known.
Right.
But as far as playing for the guy, what sticks out to you?
I think the most special thing about Coach D'Antonio that I think is unique to him and is his ability to care about people. Ultimately, for Coach D'Antonio, while football is very important, it's not about him and it's not about his team or his success that he can have for himself. It's about us as players, and he wants to see us have success and go on to have success beyond football. And ultimately, he cares about us as people. And I think that when you have a coach who does that, while the football may be grueling at times, when you know deep down that he cares about you and has your best interest at heart, it's a very joyful thing to play for him. And he brings me a lot of joy playing for him.
Kirk Cousins, standout quarterback with us, Huskers Illustrated Radio, one of the leaders of Michigan State, a great career headed into his senior season. Kirk, best of luck. Thanks for your time.
Okay, thank you.
Again, Huskers Illustrated.